Hello everybody, I'm just trying to get set up. I was trying to see if I could use Xsplit, and it installed super easy, super easy. I downloaded it today. Super easy to install, but I've got to figure out the stream key from YouTube that you get, where to put it in at, and then I think I can actually use both OBS and Xsplit, but not at the same time. And I don't think I can show you XSplit while I'm on OBS, because I think it's going to want to access the camera, and that's probably not going to happen. So as we sit here and wait, I'm going to real quickly, I got myself as watching as a concurrent viewer, and I'm going to go see real quick if I have well, nope, I do not. So last night about 12:30, my internet just went haywire stupid nuts and stopped really working, which is crazy. You can see this is OBS, and you can see right here it says XSplit Broadcaster. It's in there, but I'm 99% sure I can't run them both at the same time. I just got a funny feeling. It's basically the same thing. You add a scene, you add a source, you come up here and set everything, and then you start broadcasting. So I'll probably play around with it later tomorrow and see what I can get figured out and see which one I like better. But what I did want to check, and I forgot to check, was over here. Nope, that's not it. That's interesting. Oh, never mind. I was wanting to see if this showed me the latency. I asked Doug about lag earlier when he was doing something, and he has his latency set at the lowest point it can be, and I'm going to try that. I think I set it up that way. Let me see if I can confuse myself. I'll turn my volume up a little bit over there, and then I'm going to get positioned so I can kind of see both at the same time. I'll just hold up a finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about 7 seconds, and that's what it's always been. At least best I can tell, that's what it's always been. Pretty sure I can't change anything in edit, although I can change this, and I can change my description. I know I can click edit right here, and I can change things in here. And I attempted to use XSplit, that didn't work. So now I'm back to OBS, and that worked. The thing I found interesting about XSplit was it automatically saw all my YouTube stuff. So that's good. That's real good. I was real happy about that. I'll figure it out. I showed 2 people watching. Thanks for joining me. Just getting started. Don't know how long I'm going to go tonight, live or not, or live obviously, but I just don't know how long. I've got things going on. So it's actually, from what I can hear listening to the stream over here, it's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down. I don't see that it's got that much of a lag, so that's good. I'm happy with that. So let's dive into the second part. Now it's jumped back down to 1, so that's, I may sit here and watch this, I don't know. So the second part is, as anyone that's followed my channel for a while knows, I have been learning video editing, and I actually got, that's the second time that car's gone around, I've actually gotten Photoshop. I got that from a reviewer. Thank you very much, Black Watch, I appreciate that. And my first debacle with it was that exactly that. It was a debacle. And since then, I've been watching this thing over on my other video and playing around with it, so I can't lose this one, whatever I do. But in here, you get this is showing the vibrance, and you can change this setting, and it changes the colors. And if you want to see the difference, you can just watch this area right here. If I turn the vibrance off, it gets a little lighter, I guess is the word I want. And if I turn it back on, then it gets a little darker. And I'm up to watching the part about adding text. It seems pretty interesting, actually. I'm quite sure I will be able to learn quite a bit about this. This one was kind of neat too. This is where you set all of these things here, and again, if you turn it off, you can see the original. I always catch it right down in here, so if you watch this area right down in here and turn it on, that appears to me to get a little bit more brighter or realistic, I guess is the word, and that's not. So I'm looking forward to using this application quite a bit, actually. And then this is the one he was showing how you can change the, so right now there's no changes to this. If I hit this, there's absolutely no changes, because you change it right here. See how the rose changed to a different color, and then you can put it back. That's pretty neat. And then you can click up here. I figured this out on my own. The guy's real super good, because he's using the, I'll show you, he's using the sliders, and he can get this thing back to 0. I mean, the closest I can usually get is 1. Oh, I got it to 0. Oh, that's amazing. So I show 3 people watching. Thank you for joining me. I'm just going over some of the little bit of things I've learned in Photoshop. Really looking forward to experimenting and getting some projects actually done. Some very real projects, not my screwing around. So the thing that I noticed was when you change this, changes both the petals and the stem, and then see, I can't. Yeah, I got lucky twice. So what he said is you come up here to this one right here, and if you just want to change, let's say the reds, you click on reds. Hold on a minute. Oh, excuse me. What? I've already seen the West. I backed it up. Sorry about that. I had to go figure something out that was being yelled to me from the other room. So now we have nobody watching. So did I lose the stream? Let's go over here and see. Nope, show excellent connection. This shows that I have 3 even though I have no concurrent viewers. Probably because I got up and left. Hopefully people come back. I've yet to figure out a way to pause this, so it is what it is. But anyway, back to this. So now if I change this color, it only affects the red. You'll notice the stem is still the same color. I personally find it's easier to go in there and do that as opposed to fiddle farting around with this thing here. So let's make the red, let's make it a hybrid, so to speak. So that's cool. We'll go with plus 17. And then if we come up here, and you would think the stem would be a green, so I'm going to show you what I learned. So we put the stem in as a green, and you don't see much change in that stem at all. I see no change in it. So I'm going to put it back to 0, and if I change the green to yellow, and then I move, watch just the stem now, and I change, okay, hold on, I gotta go see what is going on. This car's, I'll be right back. If you leave, fine. Alright, I'm back and I don't have anybody watching. That's fine. I apologize. There was something going on outside that required my attention. So we were talking about the stem. So if you watch the stem, now that we're in yellows, not green, and you see the stem changes colors. And I haven't worked with the saturation at all, but I think it's neat you can do that. And then you can always just go in here, put it back to 0, and then you can come up here to the reds and it's going to have a number in there. You can put that back to 0 and you're good to go back to the original picture. So I apologize. In fact, I'm probably just going to start the stream over again because I don't see any comments and I don't have anyone watching, and that's not a big deal. I think it's great when people watch. I think it's great when people comment. I forgot to check to see if anybody else was live at this time, because some of the people that watch me follow other people as well, people that are far more interesting, and nope, not seeing anything there. We'll check over here. No, and I'm finding my YouTube notifications are not working like they should. I'll have to see if this works. So can I click on that? I can. That takes you to his store and it explains the equipment and stuff that he uses. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. I signed up. He's just started broadcasting on Amazon Live, and I signed up. I clicked follow instead of subscribed. So we'll see how that goes. So back to where I was at. That's the one thing. And then there's that one. And then that's the same one. That was like a test. He showed you here, and then he said do something. And then there's this one. And this is talking about the vibrance. And I haven't really experimented with it very much, but this one right here is red, and then this is what changes. So if you go over here and grab this and put it back to 0, wow, I'm getting really lucky at that tonight. I can't tell that it changes, but apparently it does change. And then if you come back over here and you put it back to, let's just say 50, I can't really tell. I really can't. So I'm going to put it back to 0 first. I'm just going to focus on that thing, which this thing right here, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to focus on that. I'm just going to hit 0, enter. Yeah, it did change just slightly a little bit, so that's fine. And then I forget what he was showing here. Oh, the hue and the saturation. But he didn't really cover that much, so it's at +1. We're going to change it to 25. Okay, I see what that does. I'm going to go 0. You'd think 0 would be the setting it needs to be on. So I don't think +25 is the actual setting. I mean, it showed being on 25, but the actual real picture is that right there. I don't see much wrong with that. So I'll probably have to go back to that chapter and watch it again. He didn't really cover it a lot, really in depth by no means. Then the next one was the rose, and we just went over that. And then this was the current. Oh no. This was the, did I lose my current one? Maybe it's over here. No, maybe it's over here. This one was really cool in that it's the same thing. You go to adjustments, and I'm trying to remember, I think he was doing color, I think. Okay, hang on, I gotta remember adjustments, and then that was hue saturation, so that was hue saturation. So this is this one, right? Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put that back to 0. And then there's this one. And he was changing the color of the grass and the sky. It was pretty neat. And I think I've got one more. I guess I do not have. Oh yeah, right here. I got 2 more actually open. I've got this one opened, and then I've got, this is the one we're currently working on. As far as you can see a white behind here, and you can see this on top of it. So why don't I do this? Since I'm not getting anybody responding, why don't I go back over here?
Alright, so it's the wrong size. Okay, I kind of did that on purpose so we can practice our resizing. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to look at rotating it as well. So make sure our layer here is selected. It's got the little icon or the little thumbnail of our flowers. Let's zoom out. Who remembers what the shortcut is? That's right, Command minus on a Mac, Control minus on a PC. We're going to zoom out so we can see the edge of it.
So he says if I go over here and hit Control minus, oh cool, does exactly what he said it would. So that's neat. So the bad thing about this is I can't see what's going on, and I'm not comfortable doing that. I have 2 people keep popping in and out, and I appreciate that. If you'd say something in chat, that would be great, like hi, or this is horrible, or good job, or keep going, or keep learning, or what. That'd be fantastic. Looks like I'm going to have to get another monitor. No, I won't. 2's enough. I can do what I need to do with 2 monitors. I can watch here, do it here, and I don't have any problem doing that whatsoever. So it's good to see I have 2 people watching. One is myself, so there's actually one other person watching other than myself. And that's fine. I'm good with that. I've got 9 subscribers now. I've built it up to 9, and that's cool. So I'm going to minimize this for a second. I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to check my email, and I don't have anything new, so that's fine. I'm good with that. I really am good with that. I think what I might do, in fact there's no might to it. I think what I will do is I'm going to, this is OBS, and it's currently running, and it's what I'm using OBS 27.0 or .0.1 to broadcast with. Now I've only got 3 scenes set up. I got my main scene, I got this one I was playing around with, and then I got my big here I am camera set up, and I obviously am off center because I need to be about right here, maybe right there, I don't know. Kind of my next thing I want to do is get some camera set up a little bit better. I don't know how I'm going to do that though, because my monitor's taller than I am unless I sit up in the chair. That helps a little bit, but it's just like kind of uncomfortable for me. So that's it. I glance over from time to time because this is sitting 90 degrees away from me. I need to move it to where it's over at this angle. Like, what would that be? So if that's 90, that'd be 140, 135, and then 45 is half of 90, 40, and then 90, and then half again would be 135. No, 140. Oh geez, I don't know. Too late in the night for me to think. So 90 plus 45, 135. That's close. It needs to be at about 150, 160. That way it's in my, not my direct vision, but my somewhat peripheral vision. So that's why I glance over from time to time. I really like to get positioned about right here, and then it's just a quick, oh, well, 2 people are watching and I'm right back to here. So what I was going to experiment to do, and I doubt that this works, I'm going to go back to my main scene because you can see my OBS. Now there says there's something right there. So what have I got turned off? The camera one. Oh, is that a media source? No. It's a text. That's what it was. It's a text. So I don't necessarily need this text in there. What's my media source too?
So I don't think I
was
can do
looking
this
for this the
justice
other
as to
night.
how tall this is.
I wondered just.
I'm going to have a horrible time getting my car out of the garage because that drift goes from there all the way down
and the drifting that
the driveway. It's
I had to
horrible.
dig the entire thing out.
Then
now, I'm not going to delete
got this drift right here. It's right outside our back door.
Although,
and you can see down the fence
cool.
where it's been blowing around. Horrible.
So it must not be running on a loop because it stopped. So I got to kind of see. Yep, it's not running on a loop. So let me see if I can remember how to do this. Yeah, loop is not checked, so it's going to continually, it's going to run through one time. If I loop it and then hit OK.
So I don't think I can do this justice as to how tall this is. I'm going to have a horrible time getting my car out of the garage because that
is I can turn it off and then I don't know what this is actually. There's the camera. I don't need text. I'm going to delete it. So right click. Remove. Same thing as delete. Yeah, I don't need it. Alright, so while I'm in here and I can't minimize this and that, oh, I know what it, okay, it makes sense now. This is the background. This is up and active. If I minimize this, that's going to go away. I'm going to watch over here till that goes away, about 7 seconds. And I understand now why I can't adjust that because it's part of the background. So I'm going to bring this back up and I'm going to reduce it down just a little bit or not. Nope, I guess not. The reason for that is I am going to attempt to start Xsplit Broadcaster just to see what happens. If it disconnects me, it does. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it down here because I'm lazy. I'm going to do the old single clip and I'm going to wait to see what happens here. I'm really curious because I was afraid of that. I don't know if I'm still broadcasting or not. So I'm going to hit no and see if this comes back. It's looking like it's not going to. So that's interesting. Oh, there it came back. Okay. So I don't know if it stayed streaming or not. It shows 2 people watching here. I still have nobody in chat. The reason I'm sure that it went black was because Xsplit was trying to pick up the camera, and the camera's already in use, so that wouldn't work. So it's been 35 minutes, of which most of it I was not here because I was out looking at things going on in the neighborhood. My neighbor came out at the same time because he was noticing things that were coming out in the neighborhood, and we had a couple minutes chat. So I'm going to cut it short. I'm actually going to see if I can't get Xsplit to work. And I'm going to see if I can get someone to join me in chat because I really want to know, I want to find out about the delay or the lag. Now I've moved the camera because I want to try to get it more on me, and I can check that right here. It looks to be about the same to me, and I am slouching down in a chair again, so that's fine. Still show on the live broadcast, not this nonsense here. I still show Well, this nonsense here you can't see because I'm only showing the big camera right here. And I think by now it would have changed. So I want to see when, okay, so that's the second time, or the first time on that one. And it's going to pop back up over there. There's the second time. And then we'll see here. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry about, in fact, I'll probably just delete this video. That's how horribly bad that was. So I'm going to stop it here and see what happens over there. What if I try to start streaming again? Will it pick it back up? You can pause it. It is, you know what? I honestly did not know that until right now. If I hit stop streaming but I don't end the stream over in YouTube, it still will stream. And that is fantastic. I honestly did not know that. Now I want to see what this does here. I got excellent stream settings. Let's go check out the stream settings. So I went down to low latency to kind of help with the delay, or the I call it the lag, but it's a delay, and it seems to have helped because I'm now hearing this instantaneously on my other laptop, so that's cool. That is actually very cool. Stream health, excellent. Stream is healthy. Okay, so when I shut this off, it says no data. That's fantastic. I'm going to try it again. I want to see something. So I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to count to 15. I'm going to turn it back on. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And the only thing I don't like is it looks like it's got that little circle going around, and I'll have to verify that with playing the replay to see if it comes back. If it does, then I'm not going to be able to pause it like I wanted to, even though there's times when I need to pause it. So that's good. That's real good. It's only 11:20. I'm sure I'll be back live later. It's just fun. I actually want to try out Xsplit. So I am going to end the stream right at 40 minutes now. Whoever joined me in watching, thank you very much. Subscribe if you like it. Hit the like button, hit the unlike button. Don't matter to me. I'm going to continue to do it. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it. And hopefully maybe I can help someone out down the road, or someone will reach out and say, hey, whatever. And I'd be more than glad to help if I can. If I can, I'll tell you I can. I'll point you in the right direction if I can. So I'm going to stop. I do now know, I think, the proper way to stop this is to go here, end the stream on YouTube, and then stop streaming over here. So for now, I'm going to sign off and say good night and goodbye.